There is a country in the world where there are almost no dustbins on the streets, yet the surroundings are sparkling clean. A country where lost wallets are most often returned to their owners. And a country that has no oil, gas, or any major natural resources, yet they have become one of the most powerful economies in the world. That country's name is Japan. Today, we know Japan for its cutting-edge technology, high-speed bullet trains, world-famous car manufacturers, robots, and orderly society. But was Japan always like this? The answer is no. Once upon a time, this country struggled with natural disasters, limited resources, and harsh geographical realities. Yet, they have transformed themselves through education, hard work, and long-term planning. Japan is an island nation in East Asia. Surrounded by the ocean on all sides, this country has no land borders. The country consists of about 6,852 islands. However, only a few hundred of these islands are inhabited. The four most important islands are Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. These four cover almost the entire territory of Japan. The capital of Japan is Tokyo, which is one of the largest and busiest metropolises in the world. It is home to skyscrapers, sophisticated transportation systems, robotic technology, and disciplined lifestyles are seen together. The name of the country in Japanese is Nippon or Nihon, which means source of the sun. And that is why Japan is called the land of the rising sun. But one thing surprises many. Despite being one of the richest countries in the world, Japan does not have significant amounts of oil, gas, coal, or iron or underground. So the question is, how did Japan become one of the world's largest economies with such limited resources? Behind Japan's success is not only technology or economy, but another great force. That force is the Japanese people. The question is, what is it about them that makes the Japanese so different to the world? The Japanese learn from childhood that they have to fulfill their own responsibilities. That is why in many cases, Japanese schools do not have separate cleaners. After class, students clean their own classrooms, corridors, and various parts of the school. Through this, they not only learn cleanliness, but also a sense of responsibility and teamwork. And this habit is reflected in the entire society when they grow up. That is why even though there are almost no dustbins on the streets of Japan, the surroundings are incredibly clean. Because people carry their garbage with them and throw it in a specific place. Littering on the streets in Japan is not only against the law, but also considered very socially indecent. Another thing that surprises the whole world. Suppose you accidentally left your wallet or mobile phone somewhere. In many countries, the chances of getting it back are slim. But in Japan, the chances of getting that thing back are much higher. Because honesty is an important part of Japanese culture. Many people hand in lost items to the police station or lost and found, so that the rightful owner can get it back. This honesty, discipline, and sense of responsibility have made Japan not only a developed economy, but also a developed society. But can a country become one of the world's strongest economies just by having good citizens? No. Behind Japan's economic miracle is the story of an incredible reconstruction that began after World War II. After World War II, Japan was a country almost in ruins. Cities were destroyed, factories were closed, and the economy collapsed. Many thought that Japan might never recover. But history wrote a different story. After the war, Japan decided to rebuild its country. They understood that there were no natural resources, but human skills, education, and technology could be the greatest assets. So the government adopted long-term plans for education, research, and industrial development. At the same time, the world's top companies also began to invest in Japan. Japanese companies attached the greatest importance to one thing: quality. Their goal was not just to produce more products, but to produce the best quality products in the world. Gradually, companies like Toyota, Honda, Sony, Panasonic, Canon, and Nissan established themselves in the international market. The word "made in Japan" began to create a belief in people's minds: high quality, long-lasting, and reliable products. In addition, Japan rapidly developed its railway system, ports, highways, and industrial areas. The world-famous Shinkansen Bullet Train proves how advanced Japan is in speed, safety, and punctuality. Within just a few decades, Japan became one of the world's largest economies. But Japan did not stop there. They understood that technology would lead the future. And that is why a new chapter began, the Japan of robots, artificial intelligence, and modern technology. When Japan became one of the world's leading economies and industries, they set another big goal: to lead in future technology. So the country began investing heavily in research, innovation, and modern technology. Today, a large part of the world's most advanced industrial robots are made in Japan. Robots are also working alongside humans in many factories, making production faster and more accurate. The use of technology is noticeable not only in industry, but also in everyday life. Smart trains, automatic vending machines, advanced healthcare, and modern toilet technology all show how technology can be used to make people's lives easier. Japan is also one of the best in the world in terms of transportation. The Shinkansen Bullet Train can travel at speeds of more than 320 kilometers per hour and is famous worldwide for its punctuality. Even if it is a few seconds late, passengers are apologized to. Japan is not far behind in space research. They are continuously working on satellites, robotic space missions, and new technologies. Japan is also still one of the world's leading countries in artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, semiconductors, and advanced robotics. But despite all this progress, Japan faces some major new challenges. The country's birth rate is rapidly declining, the number of elderly people is increasing, and many young people are not as interested in marriage and starting a family as they used to be. As a result, the working age population is also gradually decreasing. So the question is, will these challenges slow down Japan's future development? Or will Japan show a new path again through technology and innovation? In today's world, the name Japan is not just the name of a country, it is a symbol of discipline, technology, innovation, and hard work. Despite having almost no natural resources, Japan has proven that a country's greatest strength lies not in its soil, it lies in the skills, education, and work culture of its people. Having emerged from the ruins of World War II, Japan is today one of the world's largest economies, a center of technological innovation, and one of the most advanced manufacturing countries. World-renowned companies like Toyota, Honda, Sony, Panasonic, Canon, and Nintendo have not only strengthened Japan's economy, but have also shown new directions to technology and industry around the world. However, Japan now faces new challenges. The birth rate is declining, the number of elderly people is increasing, the labor force is gradually shrinking, and global economic competition is becoming more difficult than ever. To address these challenges, Japan is investing more in artificial intelligence, robotics, renewable energy, and cutting-edge technology. It is not possible to say for sure what the future holds. But history has already proven one thing. With perseverance, discipline, honesty, and long-term planning, even a lack of natural resources cannot be an obstacle to a country's development. The story of Japan is not just the story of a country. It is the story of a nation that has changed the harsh reality through hard work, not by giving in. What do you think? Will Japan be able to maintain its position as one of the world's technological powers in the next 20 to 30 years? Or will new challenges slow down their progress? Share your opinion in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more such informative documentaries.